Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahu Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavai Om Shanti 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 Om Peace 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 Om Bolo Satguru Shivananda Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Guru Vishnu Devananda Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Namah Shivaya. Lalita, choose a number. 5? 5? 5? Oh, beautiful picture of Swami Shivananda. What another one?
27.
27. Okay. This is from a chapter called The Science of Yoga. Beautiful picture of smiling Swami Vishnudevananda. And beneath, there is no beneath. Swami Vishnu says, the body is perishable. The body will change. The body will go back to the food cycle. But the body is the only vehicle to work out your karmic debts and also to satisfy your desires. So, Swami Vishnu is telling us that, you see, we always work in, like, how they say, dichotomic manner. We either believe in something fully and we invest in it fully, or we get dejected and discard it and get totally frustrated with it. So I see many, many times people having an all or nothing attitude. Maybe also. It's either we are totally invested or no need. We are believing in the practice and we believe that, yoga will do it for us. But then when we see that the fruits of the practice are not coming as soon as we believe they will come, we let go. And we are in search of another thing. So Swami Vishnu is telling us, when we are working with the body, we have to, and not only with the body, with the world, with any relationship, we have to change our perspective. It's not an all or nothing, it should be something else. All or nothing is either rajas or tamas. But we have to work with sattva, with more intelligence. So first of all, he says, the body is perishable. Don't put all your faith, all your trust, all your,
Eggs in one basket.
what?
Eggs in one basket.
Yeah, eggs in one basket. But what I mean is like your ideal of fulfilling life, of achieving things in life by getting the perfect body, by, believing that if my body will be just more beautiful, or if the body will be more fit, or if the body will be more, we can invest, and we should invest, and we should take good care of the body, but doing fully that the body is perishable. That no matter how many headstands you will do, no matter how many pranayamas you will do, no matter how much good care you will take of your food, eating only organic, according to season, according to your dosha, checking your dosha every 15 minutes and making sure that you are eating exactly what would be digestible, the body will die. No matter how many vitamins, multivitamins, mineral, liquid, long suspension, doesn't matter. Your body will die. Really? So what for? So why should I invest in? Yeah, you should invest, because otherwise the deterioration will go much, much faster. So you should take good care of the body. But don't think that your good care will make it last forever. Make your youth last forever. You will lose your youth. You will lose your skin tone, your muscle tone, your muscle mass, your everything will get lost. But don't be dejected. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's great. Thank God that it will fall. Why? Why, Samisham? Old age is not nice. Death is not nice. Why are you saying it's beautiful? Because the body is not you. The body is not you. And it is divinely designed for you to realize that all those instruments are not you. And as they were being given, they will be taken away. Don't be attached. Don't work with the body from attachment. Don't work with the body from false identification. Work with the body from maturity. It was given to you. It's not yours. It's not who you are. It was lended to you as a very, very good instrument to facilitate for you, as Swami Vishnu said, to work out your karma, to learn very important spiritual lessons, to fulfill certain desires that you had in previous life, and through this body you can experience and fulfill those desires and experience different kinds of experiences, but it will be taken away. As long as the instrument is in your hands, lended by the landlord, by the good Lord, take good care of it. Because if you want, next time you would not be given such a precious, piece of equipment. You will get, if I always say, I have some scars of a drummer. So I always say that drums, people take shakers or drums and they play on it because it's fun. Rhythm is fun, it makes you move. So people like to take shakers, to take tambourines, but the thing is, for me as a drummer, that worked many, many years with the metronome and really understand what is the role. Drumming is not for the sake of fun. Drumming is for the sake of serving the music. And the drums are like the skeleton that holds all the organs, that protect the organs and allows them to have a structure, keep every organ in place within the scheme of the body. So the skeleton has to be really, really steady and, has to be aligned. Otherwise, you'll have things falling into different wrong places. So I always say, this is how I was taught, that, drums, shakers, things like this are weapons. These are weapons. They can either guard the music or they can kill the music. So I always say, for tambourine or something like that, they are really, really, they are really dominant. You should have a license to touch this, because if you don't, it's like giving a pistol or something like that to a child. The child may, it may kill somebody. So if you don't know what you do, take a small shaker. You'll have fun and it won't mess up too much if you don't know what to do. So also with the body, God says with the human body is a very, very special, very precious, very valuable piece of equipment. But If the reality sees that you don't really know how to use this piece of equipment, that you are misusing it, abusing it, well, next time, reality may give you another piece of equipment, to work out your karma. You may be a lizard. In the ashram, you will still be in the ashram, but one of the lizards or one of the snails, more more simple kind of equipment. So Swami Vishnu is telling us, don't be too attached. Don't be too deluded into feeling into the identification with the body, but make sure that you are taking good care of it. Knowing that it has an expiration date. It will go back to the food cycle, just as it is being built by food, every day, few times a day, we are taking other life forms, and through our process of digestion, we are taking all those life forms, we are breaking them down all the way, physically, mechanically through our teeth, chemically through our acids in the stomach and enzymes in the intestine. We are breaking them into the building blocks, into the molecular, nutrients. Then, through the intelligence of the body, this form is being, built. But also, this form will be broken down and go back to the food cycle. So, Swami Vishnu is really making us look at reality in the face. So Swami Vishnu is saying about this vehicle being an instrument to experience our desires. Who among you has no desires? Who among you has no desires? He said, everybody has desires. Everybody. If you have a desire, you have to fulfill the desire. And for that, you need a vehicle. So in order to fulfill the desires, we have to have a body, a physical body, an astral body, which will have prana and mind and intellect, through which we will have experiences. Now, the desires may vary. We may desire to experience objects. We may desire to engage with certain objects and engage with certain outer experiences. But slowly, the yogis are telling us, slowly, through more and more refined human bodies, with more and more refined human intellect, we may start to desire something else. We may start to look behind the package of experiences, behind the outer shell of experiences. We may start to desire to know the intelligence that give rise to this experience. You see, let's say we will all eat the same food. We will all eat the same food from the same plate. Although we will eat the same food from the same plate, everybody will build a little different. You see, what comprises this body is nutrients. These are carbohydrates, different amino acids, different fatty acids. But let's say we are eating the same food, like the same, exact calories, the same strands of amino acids, same things. Still, everybody, through the intelligence manifesting through the DNA, will look different. So we can look at the outer, and engage with the body, but we may also try to understand the intelligence that takes the food and shapes it into this body. So usually we're just, staying on the surface level of the forms of the experiences. the names of the experiences, the sensations of the experiences. But the yogis are slowly trying to find the self of the experience, that intelligence, that awareness, which shapes, which give rise to the experience, trying to realize the one intelligence behind all names and forms, behind all experiences. Wanting to know that intelligence, wanting to align ourselves with this intelligence, wanting to realize that intelligence that works throughout everything in the universe, also through here, through the experience of my own small self, my individual self, the intelligence that works through the muscles and the neurons that allows the muscles to act and allow me to utter those words and articulate and orchestrate the movement of the jaw and the tongue and the lungs and everything. Wanting to realize that intelligence is also what? If I want to know it, it's not with the, it's a desire. So there are many kinds of desires, from very gross desires to more and more subtle desires, to the utmost, subtlest spiritual desire, to realize that intelligence that gives rise to the phenomenon called desire itself. Realizing it, I will transcend desire and transcend the whole process of becoming another body or acquiring another instrument and another instrument and another instrument to fulfill all desires. The yogis are telling us, knowing that intelligence, knowing that reality that gives rise to the desire itself, which is the fuel to get another body, to get another experience. Realizing that reality behind all desires is the quenching of all desires. This will quench all desires and will bring us to the eternal peace, the highest bliss, the utmost good. To come here, you had to have a vehicle. So Swami Vishnu said, to come here, to come to this ashram, to come to this satsang hall, you had to have a vehicle. You had to take an airplane, you had to take a taxi, you had to take a boat. And then you had to allow your body with the two legs to be your vehicle to bring you here. If the legs would not come, would not work, you would have to come here on, I don't know, a wheelchair or a stretcher or something. A vehicle had to bring you here. The purpose of the vehicle is to take you to the destination, but not to identify with it. So, let's say the taxi would bring you to the dock. And let's say the taxi driver was very nice and the taxi was very comfortable. And you got really attached to it. And now you want the taxi to take you across the bay. And you tell the taxi driver, I love you so much. And I love the seat so much and it's so comfortable. Let's go across the bay. And the taxi driver will blink and say, what? Say, yes, I cannot leave you, but I want to go there. So let's go. He said, but you cannot. In order to cross the bay, you will have to come out of the taxi. You will have to go on the boat, and the boat will take you. If I will try to take you with the taxi, we will both get drowned. So, to take us to our destination, we have to understand that certain vehicles will be very, very useful, will be very, very instrumental to take us to a certain, baseline, like a certain station. But then we will have to say thank you very much, appreciate what the vehicle has done to us, but then not be attached. Move on to the next vehicle that will be suitable to take us to the next one. And then to the next one. And then to the next one, and eventually release all vehicles. Let go of all vehicles. Because the utmost reality, the innermost reality, the spiritual reality is without any vehicles. It is the reality manifesting itself through all the names and forms. Itself has no name, no form, no experience, no thing. Now for us, the no thing reality seems to be like nothing. The yogi said, no, it's not nothing. It is the reality that rises as the phenomena of all other things, allowing all other things to have their reality. Phenomenal reality, changing reality, mortal reality. They appear, change, disappear. Appear, change, disappear. But behind all those appearing, changing, disappearing vehicles, phenomena, experiences, there is their reality, which is a no thing. But it is real, eternally, forever. Okay. So Swami Vishnu says, do not identify. Now he gives an example. He says, well, I drove here in a Mercedes. He said, oh, I have a Mercedes. Another person has a VW. He said, oh, he's a VW. Another has a Cadillac. If you identify with the vehicle you are driving, people will call you a nut. And they will start feeding you gasoline and oil. So, you see, Swami Vishnu would always laugh about being identified with the body. So he said, okay, because I have this body, I am a male, I identify myself with the, with the gender and the sex of the body, and I take on the self, all those qualities, although the qualities are the qualities of the body. Because in my mind, there is no gap between the I and the body. In my mind, there is a very deep-rooted mathematical equation. I am this body. The yogi said, no. I am the awareness that is aware of the experience of the body. I am the awareness that is aware of the qualities of the body. I am the awareness that is illuminating the different experiences that are connected with this body. But I am not this body. And the yogis are telling us, just look at it. When you go to sleep and you are dreaming, in your dream, the mind creates for you a dream world with also a dream body. Now, in your dream, you experience this body of the dream, and you totally identify now with that body of the dream. If somebody will tell you, no, your body is not this. Your body is now lying down in your hut or in your tent or in your beach villa, in the ashram, you'll say, no, what body are you talking about? This is my body. So when you are dreaming, you totally don't identify yourself. You don't know even what is the body that the person in the dream is talking about. You totally identify with the dream body, because this is what your mind allows you to experience. So whatever we experience, we identify with that experience. Now when you wake up, you say, wow, I am in my tent, and this is my body. And there was a person in my dream telling me, that the body that I experience is not who I am, and I am this, and my body, and I am in my tent. Now I realized that it was true. So who was I? Was I my body in the tent? Was I my body in the dream? They always say, no, no, no. You are not the body in the dream, and you are not the body in the tent. You are the awareness that illumines the experience of the waking state. You are the awareness that illumines the body of the dream world. In both cases, you were the same light of awareness. Experiences change, but the light stays the same. So Swami Vishnu would try to exemplify it in the physical realm, because he said, yeah, the dream is a dream, but this body is who I am. So Swami Vishnu will say, okay, now let's say I drink a lot of alcohol to the level that I have very little blood in my alcohol stream. Very little blood in my alcohol stream, and this really ruins my liver. So I have to have a liver, what do you call it? Implant? Transplant? Oh, I have a. So they put a monkey liver. So who am I now? Well, I'm still me, this body, but with a monkey liver. Okay. Then it says my heart, because I smoke a lot, then I have to have a transplant of my lungs. Okay, so now they give me a lungs of a chimpanzee. So now I am still some Shakudevananda, but with a what did I say?
Monkey liver
Eh?
and the chimpanzee.
A monkey liver and a chimpanzee. Okay, lungs. Now let's say my heart is failing, so they bring me now a pink heart. So I have a monkey liver and a chimpanzee lungs and a monkey heart. But I'm still me. And then he goes on to say, okay, and then I get a bionic arm, and then I have like a bionic eye, and then so slowly I transplant different organs. At what moment I will be somebody else? At what moment I will be somebody else? How many organs I have to change to be somebody else? You will say you will always be that light of awareness. That allows you to experience the different experiences. By the way, sometimes when a person has a transplant of another person organ, he start to acquire some habits, some kinds of experiences, emotional experiences, physical experiences of that person, diseased person. And in the beginning, it's a little weird. But you are staying the same. You are that light that illumines that experience. Just as you are the light that illumines the experience of the dream, which might be totally different of who you are here. And at a certain point, it integrates, and, it again feels me, because my mind got used to this kind of feeling. And now this feeling is who I am. It's my new me. But it's still me. So Swami Vishnu is telling us, work with the vehicle. Use the vehicle in the right manner, in a dharmic manner, to the purpose that it should serve. But don't get attached to it. Move on. Move beyond the vehicles. Learn how to move from vehicle to vehicle, to get to another station, to a higher, more elevated station, and eventually realize who you are. Because right now, right, in total identification, and our real goal and real destination is to realize who is that self, who is that I. Because right now, our equation is totally wrong, saying I am this. And because this I is the center of all experiences, everything else gets twisted, because this central equation is wrong. So the yogis are telling us, we get the human body and we get the human mind, we get the human intellect for this ultimate purpose. To inquire who am I, to realize the self and be liberated from the wrong thinking, from the wrong identification, and this will lead to freedom from suffering. The yogi said, this problem, Swami Shivananda said, solve first the who am I problem, all other problems will be automatically solved. See, if you look at it, you are spending a lot of time in your life solving your problems. Solving this problem. You have so many problems. We have time problem. Yeah, the time is moving. So I have to stop. So we have so many problems. Trying to fix all of them. Trying to fix the problem of the world, of the oceans, of the land, of the sky, of the economy, of the social. So many problems. Swami Shivananda says. Solve first the who am I problem. All problems will be automatically be solved. Oh.